Let me know that love is all around me. And welcome to Soul Fulfilling. My name is Rickie Byars. Yes. Don't I look fabulous? Somebody who really loves me made this beautiful headdress for me. And what better day to wear it than the day that's dedicated to love, you know? And so happy Valentine's Day, everybody who celebrates that. And of course, I celebrate love every day. But I've had a change of heart. We'll talk about it when my co-host shows up. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Hey, Marion. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me recognize love when I see it. Let me share love when it's needed and because I always need to share love. My little millennial is coming in just a minute. So this evening, joining me is Georgia Anne Muldrow. It'll be an exciting show. I hope you can hear me well. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Hey, let me know if you can hear me well. Okay? Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Let me learn all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know love will heal us all. Let me know love will heal us all. Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser. Each day a little wiser. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Man, I'm playing this piano crooked. She ain't down here yet. Let me love. Holy, holy way. Excuse me. Here she comes. Entering the room now is Georgia Anne Muldrow. Hey, Georgia. Hey. How you doing? Good. Yes. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Hey, my special guest this evening is Georgia Anne Muldrow. We thought about doing it differently with her in another room. I was like, but why would we do it that way when we can do it this way? Together. So, let me bring up the comments. 10 people are talking. We have people coming on in the room. So thank you for joining us this night. Let's see who's in the room with us. All right, Georgia, you sing in the background, and I'll mention the names, okay? What song do you want to sing in the background?
I don't know. Is anything?
Okay. When I'm walking with you. We're going to do this. We're going to take it out of the cradle. Okay. We don't want to miss none of that.
But ain't you going to shout out people?
Yeah, I'm going to shout out people, but the microphone is going to be a little closer.
Oh, how about you just shout them out?
No.
All right. All right.
It's productive.
Hey,
okay.
Hey.
2, 3, 4.
When I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God.
Hey, Mary.
When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. In the arms of my friends, I'm in the arms of God. And God is all there is, and everything is God. Well,
I got Joanne
hi.
Long, Soul Work, Kimberly McGinnis. Okay, Kimberly. And let's see who else. We got Laverna. I haven't heard from you in a while, Laverna. Welcome on into the Soul Fulfilling Room, and others are coming. So tonight will be an interesting and wonderful night because one of my favorite people on the planet, I have two that trump everybody. That's my son and my daughter.
I'm on the beat part.
Well, sort of, because I got my grandkid too.
Yeah.
But I just love Georgia, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Yeah. Do you celebrate? You celebrate every day, huh? Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So yeah, and you can't hear.
I can hear you.
But you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
We're together.
It's gonna be a live night tonight. So come on into the room. Come on in the room. Hey, Joanne. Come on in my room. Spirit is my doctor. And he gives me all of my medicine in my room. Come on in my room. Come on in my room. He's my doctor. And he writes all of my scripture. Gives me all of my medicine in my. Oh yes, there is love in this room. Love in this room. Jesus, and he writes out all of my scriptures. Gives me all of my medicine. Oh, so come on. Come on into Soul Food. Come on in my room. Spirit is my doctor. Writes out all of my scriptures. Gives me all of my medicine in my Yes. So come on into the room, everybody. My special guest tonight, as you can see, is Georgia Anne Muldrow, who's no stranger to everybody who's here. You guys know Georgia, and you've heard her for years. Some of you, maybe just recently. But she is here with us. Happy Valentine's Day, Margaret Tahar. Good evening. The folks who celebrate. I want to read a little bit about our special guest tonight, just a little bit. It says that Georgia Anne Muldrow is being invited into soul fulfilling songs and conversations for an injection of sweet love. Ooh. How does this interdisciplinary artist and high priestess of soul sciences activate whole communities to share? It's a love thing.
It's a love thing.
And she is shifting values for millennials, Zoomers, and boomers alike. So come on and celebrate with us that love is changing the world. RIGASA. Rest in God and say amen. Yeah. So I'm just thankful to have you here with me tonight, Georgia.
It's an honor to be here with you.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday, I peeked something about the way I was holding the world. And it was deep because I was in Home Depot. I was taking back some stuff that I had bought for some appliances that I didn't need, and I'd had them for a while. So I was like, well, let me take this, stuff back, get my money back, get a refund or something, So it took a lot to do that. So while I was standing in line, because there were people in front of me in the line, or so folks were standing in the line, and so while I was there, I was just kind of looking around at the place, and then I went into my opinion about the Valentine's Day celebration, because, and then looked like there was some bunnies. This is we need to plug this in. Yeah, that's not plugged in. Thank you, Georgia. Because looked like at Lowe's, they even had some bunnies up. I was like, oh man, they getting ready for Easter, and it ain't even, it's just, like like the way that things get, that's perfect. How they do, just feeding us one event or occurrence after the other. As soon as one thing goes, here comes another thing. And, it was just New Year's. Now it's Valentine's Day. So I'm standing in line. And then I look behind the lady that's one of the customer service representatives. And I look on the back screen that's behind her. And she's put, I love you. And she's decorated the screen with all kinds of sweet things. And I'm looking at it. And then I begin to look at the other things that people had put up because they wanted to celebrate something. They just wanted to celebrate something. They go like, we live every day. If we don't celebrate something, then every day is like the last day, which for me works. Because my days be on total love, total joy tilt.
That's the truth.
It's like,
it's true.
When I get out there and see those birds flying around my head, I'm in the car, I'm going like, oh, the bird. Right. It's like, everything is so much more than the holiday or whatever it is, the occurrence or whatever. But when I saw the attention that was given there, I was like, receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Receive it. Mm. How do you walk through that?
Well, I think I'm on your side with it all, as far as just, finding the holy things in the mundane things, so that the celebration is an eternal thing, it's always all around, and celebrating God, in all things is really the way I do it too. Mm-hmm. So, I think that, perhaps what happens with holidays is it gets folks who maybe don't see the holy in the mundane to focus their mind on love and things like this, but I think, the thing that we have to be careful for is just the intervals in which we magnify love. We should be magnifying love every moment of our life. And that's the way I feel about it.
Hey, that's wonderful. And how do you feel about it? Thank you, Georgia. That was deep. And it was very well put. Come on, get in. Hey, get in the thread, Sue. Put yourself in and put your 2 cents in. Oh, we got Cheryl Ward. He says, hi, Rickie and Georgia. Hey. Hi, Maxine. I'm a crocheted hat. Shashira and Mardell. Robin Green. Hey, Robin. Karen Norman. Oh, we're going to show you those T-shirts with you and your mom in just a minute. So people are coming into the room, and I'll do roll call as we go, acknowledging the people who are coming in. Morgan, hey, and Nina, Soul Work, Jasmine. Oh my gosh, Barbara Perry. Hey, yeah, they're coming in. Everybody's coming in. So, Sue, how do you feel about what we're talking about with regards to?
Every day I have something on that says love. And why not? You're going to notice it when I go out. Mm-hmm. And of course, I had a smile in,
That's right.
sometimes a little dance.
Yeah.
My thing, my thing is keep spreading the love.
Well, I think that's beautiful.
It isn't that hard. It really isn't that hard. A good morning. How you doing? But waiting to hear how they respond, not just say, "Hey, how you doing?" and then they're off to the wave. I didn't even tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all around us.
And I think, thank you, Sue. And I think remembering what we talked about last week when we were talking about leading with kindness, and I don't know, that was on my mind today too. So I think it's cracking. I think something's breaking to make me a kinder person. So I picked up this book that says A Tough Mind and a Tender Heart. This is from Martin Luther King, The Strength to Love, right? The Strength to Love. And he's talking about be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. That's Matthew 10, 16th verse. And he says, I'm not going to read this whole chapter. It's long, but he begins talking about how important it is to have a tough mind so that we're not accepting everything that comes our way. To have a tough mind, he says we need to be tough-minded.
Yeah.
And Jesus recognized the need for blending opposites. He knew that his disciples would face a difficult and hostile world. So he was like, hey, so you've got to go out there and you got to be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
That's right.
And so then Martin Luther King in this writing, he talks about that. And then he says, but there is little hope for us to become, there is little hope for us until we become tough-minded enough to break loose from the shackles of prejudice, half-truths, and downright ignorance. The shape of the world today does not permit us the luxury of soft-mindedness. A nation or a civilization that continues to produce soft-minded men purchases its own spiritual death on an installment plan. Woo, woo. But then
That's deep.
That's Martin. Martin has gotten tired of this stuff, So then Martin says, but we must not stop with the cultivation of a tough mind. And this is what got me, because he begins to talk about hard-hearted, what it means to be hard-hearted. Tough-mindedness without tender-heartedness is cold and detached.
Yeah.
And that's what spoke to me.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you 1,000%. That's where it's at.
I
do.
Cold and detached.
Rickie, I was just going to ask you, like, tough-mindedness. Like, that didn't sit right with me. But if you have love with it, even in ugly, there's love.
Yeah, well, and tough-mindedness doesn't mean hard-hearted. It means being aware of what's coming at you and not just accepting everything that's coming. Not just accepting everything that's coming. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, we got to do that. It's like, no, you think you step back and go like, hey, what is, and not following the crowd.
Yeah. Because
it's popular and everybody thinks that's the thing to do. That's what I think tough-mindedness is not a bad thing, but like he speaks here, but we must not stop with the cultivation of a tough mind. The gospel also demands a tender heart. Tough-mindedness without tender-heartedness is cold and detached, leaving one's life in perpetual winter, devoid of the warmth of spring and the gentle heat of summer. What is more tragic than to see a person who has risen to the disciplined heights of tough-mindedness, but has at the same time sunk to the passionless depths of hard-heartedness? Yeah. And hard-heartedness, is deep because, I'm looking at this, allowing myself to be informed by this. Because it's good for me.
Yeah.
Well, I know I got compassion. I know you have compassion.
That's right.
I know we all, this is a compassionate group of people over here. But the hard-hearted individual never sees people as people, but rather as mere objects or impersonal cogs in an ever-turning wheel. In the vast wheel of industry, he sees she sees men as hands or whatever. Jesus frequently illustrated the characteristics of the hard-hearted The rich fool was condemned, not because he was not tough-minded, but rather because he was not tender-hearted. So he's talking about what it means to have a tender heart. And my heart got tender, and I got to see something about myself. So if it helps you, for me to share the journey, then praise God, because I could, like, I don't know much about Jehovah Witnesses, but I know I've heard many times that they don't celebrate many things. And every time I hear what they don't celebrate, I'll go like, I agree with that, except for birthdays. I think they need to celebrate some birthdays. But the things that they don't celebrate, I was like, I understand that, because they're celebrating life on another level. You want to say somebody?
No, you keep going.
But when my little grandson was so happy that he found that gift, there was a story, that I didn't get any gifts because we don't celebrate Christmas. I was like, I don't want to be into that. That's not what I want to do. My tough-heartedness. But I went to a gift giveaway, and Mama Hill was there. And I was like, well, let me take one of these toys. May I have one of these toys for my grandson? It was the end of the event. She said, sure, take what you want. And here's a shout out to Mama Hill and her tenderheartedness. She ain't nothing but tender, but she tough-mindedness. She tough-minded, but she got a tender heart. So anyway, so I get this gift, and I put it by the piano in the dining room, the one that I rescued off the street. So it's just a little piano that's tucked in the corner. And so my son comes in town with his sons. He's got 2 daughters and 2 sons. Georgia has a son. So I have 5 grandkids. But this day, 2 of them were here. And he came in with his gifts, and he was like, hey, Grandma Rickie, these are for you. And he had some gifts for me. And I was like, thank you. And I'm thinking, like, why are they bringing gifts? I was like, thank you so much. And so he said, you're welcome, Grandma. And he went on and just started playing. He didn't look for anything. He was in a good mind. I believe he was he 3 years old? Yeah, I think he was 3 years old. And so during the course of the evening, I had a ball, and the ball, absolutely, we were playing ball, and the ball rolled over there by the piano, and he saw this gift, and he was like, what's that? He said, I said, what? I said, oh, that's for you. He was like, I knew you didn't forget about me, Grandpa. I do it. And it was just like, and I'm looking at his joy at the fact that I remembered him. And I got really embarrassed inside by the hard-hearted stance I had taken about gifts. It's not the position. It's the way I held it. You know what I mean? It's the way I held it. And I got healed. Something healed in me. I was like, so when I went to visit him this time, I went in that door with some gifts.
Yes.
Because his grandmother can change. I don't have to follow a doctrine of belief. I can follow the love, that inspired me to see his face light up, and I didn't even, sometimes people choose, like somebody like me growing up, it was after a certain point, when you get to be grown, you go through different things, and you get shy about giving people stuff because they haven't appreciated, or the way you thought they were going to receive it. So you go like, oh, I just won't give anything. I just won't try, and that is not the way. It's a hurt. It's like I was hurt by the way gifts that I gave were received, So I'll go like, well, I won't give no gifts,
Yeah.
But now I can give gifts. And the best gift I got right here is Jaja in the house. Hey, now. Say something so that people get to hear your thoughts about things.
I think.
Before you say something, I want to thank you again for this beautiful, because Georgia does give. I mean, but she loves. And love is what we're talking about. We're not giving is not about just gift giving. Giving is sharing your heart. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. It's sharing. You know, it's really sharing.
Okay, sharing.
You know,
sharing and caring.
Sharing and caring.
All right.
It's a little bit different than just going to purchase something because it's a special holiday. And that's what that was also what I was, what I was rebelling against.
Yeah, I understand.
But like something like this, I love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
This is a beautiful gift that somebody standing at my house right now gave me, and it says, beautiful.
So sweet.
Did y'all see that? Be you to fall.
That's so beautiful. That's
Isn't that great?
Nice. I love it.
That's great.
I love the whole touches.
Yeah.
The flowers.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. That's so cute.
I love that.
But Georgia was crocheting this beautiful headdress that I'm wearing. And talk about it, Georgia, and what inspired you to make this.
Well, I love to crochet. Okay.
I'm about to show out. Keep going.
Well, I love to crochet very much. It's like an active meditation. And when I saw this yarn, I knew I was going to make Mom a fabulous label. Yes. Oh, I like that. Okay, I see what you do. I see what you do.
Come on, Cheryl Ward. You know you like that.
And really, it's just, with each crochet, it's a prayer for the person that you love. Just time and care. It's my way of showing, that I see the person. I know the shape of their head, and they on my heart. It's just, I guess because I'm a Kwanzaa fairy myself, I'm just a 365 Kwanzaa fairy. I like Kwanzaa. I like handmade gifts and, arts and crafts, things that are a little bit more sustainable than just a Hallmark card per se. But that's just my own preference and style. I think anything done with an absolute sense of love and care is beautiful. And I think anything that is of this world that defines a relationship, on the same end, I feel like it is unhealthy. Like, say, for Valentine's Day, for so much to ride on, the brunt of the relationship to ride on. Do we have Valentine's Day plans? Or if a mother's love has something to do with their Christmas Day plans, those kind of things we want to look at. We don't want holidays that are informed by capitalists. There's stimulus plans by the U.S. economy, right? It's not our feelings in total about the ones who are in our life. Our feeling in total, we're free to express our feelings in total through using our words. There's a lot of folks as well that would rather give a card than find the words to express how they feel about a person they love, when the words and the earnest conversation probably will be much more memorable than a piece of paper that will one day wither. So I think that it's all about love, and that's the reason why I love to crochet gifts for people.
And I love to be on the end of receiving them. Such a good life and a blessed day. All right. So we're going to sing a song, and we're going to. Did I see somebody? Let me see. What did I see? Who did I see there? Reese said, "Indeed."
Reverend Reeves.
Lona said exactly. Soul Work said, preach, Georgia. Yeah, yeah. It's so beautiful. It transmutes the love you have for your mommy. Hey, and she's a mommy. That's Melissa and her beautiful daughter, Nala. So Georgia, we're gonna sing a song and then a short song,
Okay.
and then it just occurred to me, we can hear each other, so I don't need the headphones.
That's where I've been at.
Yeah, I know you were there before I got there.
I was on your side.
Hey, these young people, these millennials. Talk about them millennials.
I have nothing. I have no comment.
All right,
I have no comment.
They hear me all the time. I'm gonna let you hold the microphone.
Okay.
Mic is kind of like
You know why? Because that cord is on the back of the thing.
there you go.
See how it's on the back? Yeah, just let it drop.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's great.
With you on the pedal?
Yeah, I'm good.
There you go.
I'm
See,
good.
now we free.
We free. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. Y'all ready to rock? All right. All right. Okay.
I was headed in the wrong direction. In life, making all the wrong selections. I was blind to a world that I could not see. Some call it normal, but it's insanity. Something happened inside my head. A surge of a light pulled me from the dead. And the spirit got a hold on me. Something turned me around. Turned me around. And if you wanna find me, tell you where I live. It's so higher, higher, higher. Oh yes, something turned me around. Ooh, oh yeah, something turned me around. Something turned me around. Something turned me around. I gave up mental contamination. Started building a spiritual foundation. The world all around me was falling down. And when it crumbled, something happened inside of me. I stepped into my true identity. I stepped and the spirit got a hold of me. Something turned me around. Hard-hearted no more. I can be gentle as a dove, yeah. Gentle as a dove. Or maybe as wise as dove, wise as serpents. Gentle as a dove. Oh, I can be wise as a serpent. Gentle as a dove. Because something turned me around. Hey. Tell you that something turned me around. And if you wanna find me, tell you where I live. It's so hard.
Sing that song, y'all. John Caesar. I used this song for my SOM 101 final class project 20 years ago. That's Kimberly McGinnis. Hey, everybody's coming in. I played on WPFW. You know, Lona Elias is on with us, and she has an 80.93 FM Pacifica Radio in Washington, D.C. Sunday morning. And I was listening. Here's a shout out to her and Lori Eames, who they're two of the most greatest cheerleaders for the music. They love the music. And I had clicked into B Radio this morning, and what was on, I looked down at the phone and it said meditation, and the meditation was by Ming Freeman. Okay. So I said, let me see what Ming's meditation music sounds like. And so I turned it on, and it was like beautiful. So I just stopped, and I was still, and it was just quiet. And I was in gratitude that I could stop and listen. And that was followed by Hey Girl. And Hey Girl is from not the 60s Hey Girl. Our Hey Girl. Hey girl, I'm the voice inside of your head telling you you need to be with. What's wrong with you? Letting your mind run away with you. Come on and hear what I'm saying. And I was listening to Hey Girl. It was so good. It sounded so good. I was like, folks who ain't tuning in to B Radio sometime, y'all visited, because the music was so good. It was just like, it was like a heel peel. It was a chill heel.
I like a heel
peel.
I like a heel peel.
And and then Rob McDonald comes in. Speaking of Rob McDonald and Ben Dowling, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You are wonderful. Happy birthday, Ben. Happy birthday, Robbie Dobby. Yes. Any other birthdays in the house? Put your name in the thread. We love those two, and we love. We just love. This is the day. Every day is all about love.
It's Reverend Cheryl's birthday too.
Happy birthday at Reverend Cheryl Ward. Reverend Cheryl, it's your birthday too.
Hey.
Oh my God! Any other birthdays on? They'll pop up. Let us know. Ray Davis was yesterday.
All right,
Ray Davis. Speaking of Karen Norman, I have a picture of Karen Norman and her mom in these RIGASA t-shirts. You got it, Sue? She says, yap. She's going to put it up. Look at them. Look, aren't they cute? That's Mama Leanna. That's Mama Leanna.
Of course.
With her baby girl, Karen Norman, and they had just received their RIGASA t-shirts, and they're sporting them. Oh, and I just want to thank them for showing up. I mean, wherever I am, they show up in the Bay Area. They come to see what I'm about, and I love that. They're beautiful people. And I got a picture yesterday with Royce and Christina of the Pebble Ministry. Look at them with their RIGASA sweatshirts. Look at Christina, looks so cute. And that's our friend Troyce and Christina of the Pebble Ministry. Yeah. And they paint rocks.
Yes, they are deep.
And aren't they deep?
They're deep. Yes.
They're beautiful, man. Yeah. We get some beautiful people in our lives. So come on in, keep on coming. I love my t-shirts and have asked friends coming to Lake Junaluska to get theirs. So she's talking about the revival that's happening April 12th through 14th. And it's going to be extraordinary. It's going to be wonderful. It's a revival. With revivals, You come to heal, you come to celebrate, you come to praise God, and you come to make friends. And even though her picture is not on this poster, Georgia Anne Muldrow is coming too. All right, so Georgia will be there. Whoop, whoop. She's going to be there. Georgia, Rob McDonald, birthday, Quinn Fontaine, John Stringer will be there. Kathy Stringer, his wife, great organizers and helping to pull pull the whole event together, not pulling it together, managing it beautifully. And so I'm just thankful for good friends and being associated with people who know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said, ask, would you have these there?
Yeah, okay.
They said, she said, will Georgia be selling those at the?
I know I'm gonna bring my crochet needles. So.
Something got stuck in here. What is? I think I might want to deal with this later on.
Whoa.
Oh no, that's a leaf. That's interesting. Yeah,
that's a leaf.
Hey, Reverend Cheryl, don't you like this? Isn't that cute? Robin Green says, I love my t-shirts and sweatshirt. Perfect fit and great quality. Come on, Robin. That's a great endorsement. Yeah, see, I don't know how to do it looking at the mirror.
I got you.
You see,
you back.
Yeah, I had some problems in life. RIGASA colors are amazing. I will need a black one for sure. Okay, you got large and extra large. That's what's left. Okay, and
matching crochet hat, yeah.
A matching crochet hat.
Yeah.
I'm the in-flight 8B. Well, I missed that one. Okay, Irene, what about Mr. Clay? Who? Clay Pruitt? Is that what you're talking about, Irene? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Clay. Give us a little more clarity. Okay, so Georgia.
Yes.
When did you know that music would be your thing?
I think I was about 15 years old. But I think music would be my thing. But I think my interest in music really took off. I mean, just my whole life, I love it. Mm-hmm. But I think when I heard Art Blakey do that press roll, I was like, oh. So that was like 9 years old when I got serious about the drum set. But then
Art Blakey
is a jazz musician. He's a drummer and
brilliant jazz,
and
legendary,
an amazing composer. And he just a beautiful rhythmic artist. And when I heard him do this, his signature roll where it's kind of like it's a drum roll that's so tight from silence to a very loud. It starts from nothing to it's like this. It's like, and when I heard that, I had never heard anything like that. So I was 9 years old, but when I knew I was going to be a musician was about 15 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you were always a musician. But the question was when you were going to own it. Well, around that time, you also were doing an exhibit. You had your first art show exhibit at UCLA.
Yeah.
So Georgia is a visual artist. Because when I say interdisciplinary artist, I meant Georgia can do a lot of things. So having a daughter and a son, and many of us on the thread have children who do a lot of things, But I've watched Georgia just do them so well.
Thank you.
And because the way she goes into it, I don't know, it just feels like there's no ceiling. Like she's looking at it with love. Like you have a loving periphery.
Yeah. Thank you.
I
appreciate
it. And I think that has something to do with your mama keeping you in free schools. What is the first song you remember writing?
Oh. I think the first song I wrote was a song that was later known as Runway. But yeah, I think that's what I worked that song up when I was quite small on the piano.
Yeah, Runway.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find Runway, RUNWAY, by Georgia Anne Muldrow on YouTube. Yeah. Only it has a cartoon with it. Mm-hmm. So, and it's like, it's brilliant. I didn't know that was your first song.
Well, I knew that song for a long time.
Huh.
I used to play it, like, I wrote it on spoken.
I don't know
when I was
how
really
I
young.
miss.
And I like, yeah, I always used to play it. And then I finally put like a whole arrangement with it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the first song I wrote.
Are you
But not the lyrics came later.
Are you hearing Georgia Wells, Sue? Okay.
Yeah.
The lyrics came.
Yeah,
later.
the lyrics came later.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that I had that like pretty early.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And and I think that because your mother is a musician
Mm-hmm.
and composer,
Mm-hmm.
I was into my
You was
music.
doing your own thing.
I was doing, and then you got the choir, got all kinds of things, and you were over there shedding on the.
Yeah, I was sitting in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I think before I was even a teenager, I wrote that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I wrote that a long time
Woo!
ago.
Woo!
Yeah.
So when you had that exhibit at UCLA, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there because I was on the road.
Mm-hmm.
But I supported it by getting the pictures blown
Oh,
up.
I appreciated that. That was cool.
But
You had to talk me into it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Georgia had a book of art that so wherever she would be, whether it was at church or in the recording studios with me, she would be drawing with her markers.
Yeah.
And the stuff she was doing was insanely brilliant. And somebody recognized it. Were you working with John Otterbridge or who was it that over there with Diane Hall? Who was it?
Well, he offered me a studio space. He always, through Diane, would always say, John wants you to come work out there. And I don't think he ever seen my work before, but he knew intuitively that I was a visual artist as well.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, I really did work, at home. Yeah.
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 Well, when the opportunity came,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's a real opportunity, And so
Yeah, cool.
I just took my little ducats and we just blew up her work.
Yeah.
Really big, really big. Man, that work got lost. Somebody lifted that work. I was like, man, if I find out what that artwork is.
It's probably still.
But you still have your prints though.
Yeah.
And one of the prints was really something with the people with the mask.
Oh yeah.
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 Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That was very, very. It was just really great. That was. Yeah. What scripture is what's your favorite scripture this week? Well, let's first of all, before we get there. So, you love the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you read the Bible, and
All the time.
your understanding of it is really awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
because I opened up the book and
Praise
I started reading. I read Joshua today, and I was like, I can't.
Ooh, Joshua.
It's thick, man.
Joshua was good though.
It's too many.
Joshua was tough though.
Joshua was older,
Ooh, but Joshua. Ooh.
so I thought it was
Carrying
something.
out the promise of Moses. Moses couldn't make it over there. Joshua made it over there.
Well, Joshua got all the real estate. They just.
Ooh-wee. I like that.
But I can't read it. I just kind of.
Don't say no can.
Okay,
You're just working with it right
I got a hard headed.
now.
When they been getting to all them different turfs and with the begats and the turfs and the stuff, you read everything, huh?
I do. I do. Because sometimes there'd be one that it's like a duck goose thing. Sometimes there'd be one of them names. It's like how they different from everybody else. Sometimes.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes I read it so I can hear the goose.
Like
Duck,
like Eliezer.
Yeah, saying something like God loved me and everything was all right. It'd be something. But and then sometimes sometimes the meaning of the names are interesting too. Just learning more about the names.
See, she's curious. I just don't. I need some curiosity. I want to know.
But you can get to the story too. It's all right.
It's all good.
It's all right. I think that understanding the rhythm of the Bible is most important. The rhythmic theme of the Bible is most important than who begat who, per se, because we find that in the New Testament that everyone's welcome into the lineage of Yeshua. Everyone is welcome into his blood line. So, I think, though, but to understand, like the rhythm of the painstaking, record of family names to affirm that these people are inheriting a right, some semblance of righteousness. It's an important rhythm to understand, so that you can understand what you've been given. You've been given, you're a beneficiary of what they're a beneficiary
Well, how am I a beneficiary of what they're
of. Spiritual lineage, faith, through affirming, a covering, of Yeshua's grace, Yeshua's sacrifice, that you are covered by his blood, then you are within the bloodline, and that is something that transcends the genetic details, the genetic, those things, so
well, so I get that part.
So you all right.
I get that part.
You all right.
By the time we get to the New Testament, I'm good.
All right.
About time, but she loves it, and I love the way she loves it, and there's a lot of information in that for me.
I think the thing about the generational thing is to understand how severe, how strongly God wants to love on you, the weight of it, it's like that, it's like, let me count the ways. That's how I experience.
I like the way you do that. Well, I count the ways like reading the Beatitudes. That's something.
That's good. That's a great place to be at.
I can understand it, and I like, I'm falling in love with it, but when I opened Joshua today, I was like, I'm not ready yet, but I'm still working on it.
There's some good parts, though. There's a real quantum leap part in it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to it. Okay.
It's really good.
So, Georgia, tell the people about how you are inviting people to share and care more with your Make a Joyful Noise.
Oh yeah, joyful noise. Okay, so God gave me an idea about playing outside where music began, and the idea is to make a joyful noise, and actually it's using some of the technology that is found in the book of Joshua. Joyful noise making, yes. This is a tactical sonic prayer warrior technique that is found in the Torah, also known as the Old Testament, repeated times by folks who are instructed by God to make a joyful noise unto God, and watching the environment experience a refresh and a change. And yes, and this is coming from the idea that rejoicing is one of the most revolutionary acts we can be a part of.
Woo!
because
Y'all hear that?
because it affects the environment, it affects the immediate environment immediately. Immediately. Rejoicing, it changes everything immediately. So from a frown to a smile, to the air changes. And so joyful noise is just it's technology that's rooted in that understanding, that awareness that rejoicing is a revolutionary act. And and then the next thing is the Free Trade Outpost is it's a place where money is no good, where um, your presence is the currency that is required, and we care for you being there, not for you just throwing money at whatever our needs are, for you to come spend some time with us and donate, food. Take some food if you need some food, where we can mitigate the shame that comes from community aid and relief, as well as musicians coming out to make a joyful noise. There's folks in the community are not only invited to get shoes or clothes or food, but they're also invited to hold the microphone and express themselves, and just hang out and have and get and drink some water, have a piece of fruit, and get a shopping bag and get what they need for the week. But also fellow artists too, um, who are feeling in this time due to um, that is affecting all the arts. Um, Looking at what is music for, right? Because it's like, is all of it about some social media and I'm streaming my music and I'm popular, but where these royalty checks aren't amounting to anything? And, do I have to tour until I croak? And, all these kind of things. So it's just to present um, a self-actualizing feature within the musician's life, that music is very, very powerful in bringing people together. But I think it's just a tactical maneuver of that exercises our we muscle. What happens when we are we instead of isolated? And we're all healing from the things we experienced during the pandemic, and so this is the joining, one piece to join a process, a ceremony of joining, and also asserting the needs of the community, as a whole, and reveal wholeness within showing up and being together, and also
Revealing holiness.
yeah,
By showing up and
being together, for us to be together, and fellowshipping for no reason. Also, it's a really wonderful way to distribute resources without the the people standing in line and all this kind of stuff. People can really enjoy each other and everything. And it's not done on a weekly basis. It's really a tactical maneuver. So like, I make the call and we show up. So musicians understanding that they're part of something bigger too.
That's beautiful. Woohoo! Come on now. Yeah, Georgia. Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's.
Hey, timers. Happy Valentine's. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And making a joyful noise is also about giving the kingdom that we live in with our consciousness a theme music to raise the banner for the kingdom, instead of just feeling devastated by the American capitalist system that is absolutely targeting the souls of people. So, it's like those kind of things. It's like a way to finding spiritual activities to engage the empire that lives within all of us when we're gathered together. Yeah.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You learned it well. She's taking it to the next level, and that's what the millennials do, and the Zoomers are taking it on, and the boomers gotta get on board, baby.
No, y'all know what it's all about.
Yeah, boomers know what it's all about.
We all hey.
Well,
it's about all of us being together, I think.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it was
about the generations all being there. 3-year-olds singing. We had 80-year-olds.
I get it, because I know the power of. I was part of a community that was powerfully connected with generations of people.
Yeah.
Extraordinary artists that would show, not because they were getting paid,
Mhm.
but because they wanted to be there.
That's right.
They wanted to be there.
Mhm.
And inside of a hall or a room or a center is one thing, but when that center goes to the street,
Yeah.
you know,
To the curb.
to the curb,
Yeah.
it's a brilliant thing. And so I just wanted to recognize Georgia for, how she's encouraging other artists. I mean, everybody's getting turned on by what it is she's doing, and I just love it. If you have not seen us on the devotionals on Sundays, I invite you to come into the devotionals because the room is it's devotional. We're doing it for all the reasons
Yeah.
she just said. And I had a thought today about what the world would be like if money wasn't the thing.
That's right.
If we're doing what we do because we love to do. I want to recognize Sue, who's here. Sue comes on Sunday. Sue comes and sets the room up. She's, she and Marion, they come, and Maxine comes bringing oranges and stuff, and fruit and cookies. I mean, good old healthy cookies, and I mean, just their love, though, their presence. They're there to love, and they're loving they're loving in their sharing.
That's right.
The way they're sharing, that is loving.
It means so much every week.
Every week.
It helps so much.
And there's a village that is being created because it's just from love.
Thank you guys.
We know how to love.
Thank you.
Yeah, we know how to do it, and how to be it is what we're talking about. So I just want to thank everybody for being with us this evening for this. Oh, before I sign off, this coming weekend, I will be the guest speaker along with Reverend Geis. Gregory Geis is going to be there with me, but we're going to be the guest speaker. I'll be the guest speaker. He's the minister at Detroit Unity Temple. And in the afternoon, there will be a concert. And so I'm inviting everybody in the Detroit area to show up and to glow up. Dress warm. It ain't going to be below zero. So that means it's going to feel like summertime. I got my clothes. I want to thank Janice Marie for giving me a fancy hat to wear when I go to Detroit with the matching boots. I'm ready for Detroit, baby. But I'm not going to be walking through no snow or nothing. I'm just going to be getting in one car and out the other. So I'm thankful for the way I get to do that right there. And Karen Norman says, our loving will change the world. Okay, Karen, that's a great hint. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, everybody, for being with us tonight on Soul Fulfilling. Martin Weech just got in the door, and everyone. I love you, and I love you, Georgia.
And I love you. Yeah, Mom. I love you so much.